I feel like I'm just going to blend into the background here, so lucky I'm nice and pale and pasty, so I should hopefully stand out a little bit. Now today, well, firstly, welcome back to my kitchen. Today I wanted to share a recipe with you that I made by a total accident. So this I've called my spring pea and mint salad. You don't have to have it in spring, but I just made it in spring. One of the things that I love about spring is all of these beautiful fresh vegetables become available, especially after winter when it's basically just root vegetables and really starchy, heavy vegetables. For me, spring is about freshness and peas. Like, I tend not to have peas outside of spring and summer because I do like to eat seasonally, and although I do buy them frozen, I only buy them in spring and summer. So I don't know, call me a hypocrite, but I really don't have peas very often. And this recipe just reminded me so much of my family back in the UK, where they tend to have, you know, peas in spring and summer. But unfortunately, Australia doesn't have a lot of fresh peas available. For some reason, the farmers markets just never have them. So that is why I'm resorting to frozen peas, but they're still going to be healthy for you. So this recipe is delicious. It is very fresh and it is very light. And the best thing about it, well, the reason I like it is because you can have this recipe cold and you can also have it warm as well. So the recipe itself, you can cool down the vegetables and then have the salad cold, or you can just serve it up immediately. So just bear that in mind, that you can have this on a cool spring night, or you can have it on a warm spring night, or summer, or whenever, doesn't matter. But this is just a very light, fresh, enjoyable salad. It's gut friendly, it's gut healthy. It is not going to trigger any immune response because there is nothing in it that's going to do that. So I really hope you do enjoy this recipe. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, and also subscribe if you want more videos like this. So we just want to chop up some onion. I'm using brown onion because that's all I had, but you can use shallots, you can use spring onion, or you can also use red onion as well. And next you want to use a zucchini, and just grate as much as you need. I'm making this recipe for 2 people, so I'm just kind of winging it here a little bit, but I don't know, that looks about right. Now you just want to cut off some broccoli florets and chop them into eatable sizes. And what we're going to do is we are going to actually steam the broccoli. So I'm going to use a little steaming basket, but if you don't have one of these little steaming baskets, then you can also boil them as well. But I do prefer to steam them. It seems to preserve more of the nutrients. Alrighty, so now we're going to set up our double boiler. So I'm going to boil some peas and then put that steamer over the top of the boiling water so it actually steams the broccoli, which is kind of a double whammy, and it kind of reduces a little bit of time as well. So frozen peas, we're going to chuck those in the boiling water. And simply pop the basket on top. So there we go. Now I tend to set the timer for about 5 to 7 minutes for that. So while that's steaming and boiling, you want to grate some lemon zest. And the lemon zest and the lemon juice are going to be part of our vinaigrette, so we're just going to pop those to the side. there's no specific amount that you need for a vinaigrette. You just need some lemon juice. I usually just use enough from 1 lemon, and also a splash of olive oil. But just use your intuition here a little bit and just taste test to see what works for you. So we're going to use the lemon zest, then we're going to just strain that lemon juice. So just adding a splash of olive oil. And that's pretty much the lemon vinaigrette. I like to put a bit of pepper in there, but that's a personal preference. I just think lemon and pepper work so beautifully together. Alright, so we've got a pan on low heat with a little bit of olive oil, and I'm just going to add the onions and the zucchini just to soften those up, and also cook the onions just a little bit. And while that's cooking, we can prepare the mint. So we're just gonna take the stalks off and chop those up nice and fine. And again, there's no specific amounts here. I'm just using my intuition and just using enough for what I think will be good for 2 people. And that looks about good, I think. So now the zucchini is done, we've just seasoned it lightly with salt and pepper, and we're going to add that into the bowl, which has our mint leaves, and it also has some spinach in it as well. Then we need the steamed broccoli, so we're just going to chuck that all in the same bowl as well. And last but not least, we've just strained our peas, and again, just same bowl, nice and easy. And then all we need to do now is just pour over the vinaigrette, the lemon zesty vinaigrette, and give that a really, really good mix. So as you can see, this is quite warm, and what I like to do is sometimes serve this warm, or what you can do is leave the broccoli and the peas to cool down before you mix everything in together, so it's a little bit more of a cool salad. And there you have it. You have your beautiful pea and mint spring salad.